Hello guys, and welcome to
the second episode of
the Enemies Podcast.
And we're your hosts, Piper
and Rilee.
Oh my god, guys, I can't believe it. We made it to the second episode.
We had a little improvisation with the mics, but we're gonna make it work.
Y'all hear us?
But we just want to thank you guys for all of the support our friends and family have been giving us. We reached almost 700 views on YouTube.
688 to be exact. And 36 subs.
Y'all.
What? We're going. Does he not have a kid on the way?
What the, like, does he not have a whole baby on the way?
He has a baby on the way.
Where's the baby mom at?
Where is she?
Are y'all filming? Sorry, y'all. It was just a little... Sorry. This is Piper's roommate and then I love. And Riley's roommate next year. So.
Yeah! We love her. Okay. Oh my god. What?
We'll talk about it.
We told y'all.
We'll talk about it.
If we talk to a couple of y'all before the episode, this episode will be a little messy.
Messy as hell.
It's gonna get a little messy.
Yep.
Because Bella said that she got a little bored last time.
Yeah, my sister said she was bored, and then my Scout, her hating ass,
Scout said that she was bored,
but she watched 10 minutes of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but this episode is gonna be messy. We're not name dropping or nothing, if the shoe fits,
that's your fault, not ours. I guess. Like, you shouldn't be acting crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want nobody to talk about you, don't act crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like
valid. I mean,
yeah, don't act
we're
crazy.
too grown to be. I mean, we're not that grown, but we're grown enough to know to chill.
Not just be like out here doing random stuff. Like, some people are just out here doing random stuff. Like, why are you like that?
I don't know. They just need some help.
Baby, can you
help me? Our concert's in 6 days.
Yeah.
We're either signed to Sexy Red, the baby, and Bossa Richie. Who sings that? I don't really know Bossa Richie. And some of the baddies.
Wait, does Bossa Richie sing that song?
Yeah.
Okay, that was fitting.
But yeah, so we're excited for that. We'll post an episode after the concert to tell y'all how it was.
Like, tell y'all what was going, the vibe, like everything about that. But we're gonna get into this episode because I think we are gonna enjoy this episode.
I think
what we have in store.
What we have in store. Because not all of our episodes are gonna be messy because we want to be an all-around
podcast. Like, yeah. Like, we don't want to be just talking crap every
at times. We are going to talk mess because these people deserve to be talked messed about.
Yeah.
What did I I don't even know what that meant.
Talked mess about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, first topic. Here we go. Do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, let me do it. Okay. We have thoughts on sneak dissing through social media. Okay. So, like, y'all be done. Okay. Little repost, never hurt.
Yeah.
Y'all know we not scared to post a little TikTok about somebody.
We get a little messy on social media, but
I feel like we do get messy on social media. We are like, I feel like,
but we stopped doing that.
Yeah.
We stopped doing that because if we have a problem with you, we're not gonna.
I'm gonna say something to you before I post on social media. Yeah. And then if you don't want to say nothing to me after that, then I'm gonna post on social media. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, just to let y'all know how bad we're getting done.
No, for real, cause like y'all see like on the stories sometimes like y'all be seeing them songs. Yeah, that's targeted every single time it is. Like guys, I'm messy. If y'all don't think that
she's more messy on social media than I am, but once it gets to a point with me,
we're dogging.
You're praying. You gotta be praying.
Like literally one time I almost said the B word. One time this literally. This going back and forth on the stories because at first, didn't she like my post?
Yeah, she liked Piper's post, but she never
liked my post before. Mm-hmm. She liked my post, and then she started posting stuff, calling people hoes and stuff like that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because it's not like if the shoe fits, wear it moment. Because I'm not a hoe, but like, there's connection between the both of us.
Yes.
And so she keeps posting, like, she's, like, posted all the Queen Key episodes, all the... looking a mess. Looking an absolute mess.
Don't even know the words.
Like, don't even know the words. Like, it's bad. Like you would think that she thought that, like, that she couldn't, like, redo the TikTok. Like, I'm like, babe, you could redo the TikTok. Like, if you trip over the words and you don't know the words of the TikTok, you can just redo it. Learn it. Study it. Like, girl, what? Why did she... I'm really thinking about that. Like, she was really just tripping over her words and she pressed post. I thought she ate. Oh my god. And then she was posting stuff in her notes, and then I sent her a voice message my damn self because I was like, who is this about?
Yep.
Because at this point, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. I'll do a little sneak diss, but I'm gonna talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I personally, like, if somebody's beefing on social media, in my experience, I have a story in a second, but if somebody's beefing with me on social media, it's just like, ew, you're grown. Yeah. Text me if you have a problem with me. You know what I mean?
Literally, it's always.
But I just think it's very childish. Like, it's like you. Let me stop saying like.
Yeah, we say like a lot. I noticed that watching back. Like, I'm really sorry, guys. Yeah, really must have been like bad. Like, I feel bad for y'all. I'm sorry.
Can't say it again. Like, I feel bad.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Okay. I just think it's really childish. Anyway, it's not. I understand. To a point, because I have done it before, but it gets to a point where it's like, stop telling everybody in the world my business, but you're not coming to me about it.
Yeah.
Stop telling stop, because you know somebody's gonna slide on the story. Oh, who is this about?
And then they're gonna start spewing shit.
And they're gonna know stuff that I don't even know. So I don't know. I've had a few experiences, but one, it was a ex and stuff like that, whatnot, and he had a new girlfriend, and she was dissing me on social media, she was dissing me in person, and it was just...
Not you.
that song.
Not you. Like, honestly, if you're watching this right now, not you, babe, because I don't know what... Like,
no,
not you.
I don't beef over men, and that's where people really get me wrong, because I don't beef over a man unless you start it first, and it's never about the man at that point, it's about your character.
Like,
and why,
it's just like, shut up.
Yeah, and so I just don't, I just don't like it. Like, please tell me. And it was a whole thing, like, I was just getting talked about, they were mad at me because I posted a video of me and my friend, and it just got out of hand. Reposting videos talking about all of this, his ex, this is what his ex looked like, and I was like, bro, so I did it back.
Yeah. Because what do you do in that situation besides do it back? I'm sorry, I'm coming back 10 times harder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and another one, the posting about me, this girl was posting about me, and I didn't even know she had a problem with me. I didn't even know she had a problem with me, and she never came to me about it. But you know, people were sliding up on that story saying, oh, who is this about? And you're telling people stuff, but you never addressed me once.
Which is crazy.
Targeted. You never addressed me once. Never. It got to a point where it wasn't even if the shoe fits, it was directed towards me, and I knew that because I confirmed it with a friend. So.
Yes. Wait, what are you talking about? I'm gonna bleep that out. Wait, I'm confused.
I'm talking about. Told me she heard about it.
Heard talking about it?
Yes. We're bleeping this out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, I heard.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So basically, this girl heard, but I didn't. So I was like,
crazy.
Okay. You're.
And it wasn't even that serious.
No, it wasn't that serious
at all. Like, you're mad.
It was just.
You're mad that some girl. That another girl brings up your ex-boyfriend of 2 years, just saying that he unadded her because he got another girlfriend that is not you. Why are you mad? All Rilee said was, what's his name, unadded me, and he has a girlfriend because he has a girlfriend. Like, we were just talking.
It wasn't even like, oh, he has a girlfriend. It wasn't even like that either. It was just like,
it was
oh,
just
he has a girlfriend.
Us talking, and then they overheard us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were telling our other friend. Mm-hmm.
And the girl wants to pass it on to another.
And then the girl wants to pass it on to her friend. That's the ex. I'm like, girl, why?
Ex of
you are not the ex of almost 2 years. His new girlfriend is another girl. Why do you care?
Yeah.
He has a whole other girlfriend. That is neither of them.
I hope this is making sense.
No, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, guys, because we only prepared fake names for one story.
Yep.
And we keep telling stories.
Yep.
Y'all are really confused, guys. Sorry.
Moral of the story, stop doing it. Stop.
If you're,
unless it's needed,
unless
don't
you're
do
gonna
it.
say something to the actual person, don't do it. Because I do it and I say stuff to the actual people. So, I mean, like, everything is fine. So don't, y'all know obviously this on social media, but I be talking to them too.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yep.
So that's why it's okay when I do it.
Yep, exactly. Okay, what's another story that we could do about social media dissing?
I think, even, down to, should I bring up, a little Instagram caption?
Yeah. Yeah.
Say, let's set the scene. Imagine, let's set the scene. Everybody close their eyes. You're scrolling on Instagram. You see, it's Valentine's. It's was it Valentine's Day? Day after?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're getting into it.
Oh, okay.
A little Valentine's Day type. Real friends over fake is your Instagram caption for your Galentine's Day. What? Real friends. And it's the greater than. Yep. The greater than equal sign.
Post it up with girls that you.
That.
Oh, let me not.
Post it up with girls that
who got with your ex 3 days after y'all broke up.
Hello, and that's a real friend?
A girl who's been jealous of you since the 7th grade.
Yeah.
That's your real friend?
One that called your boyfriend, her boyfriend called your boyfriend the N-word, and he's white, and shot
to shoot at your friends. His friend, or his
and
friend.
try to shoot at your boyfriend's friends, and now we're posted up like this. On Galentine's Day. That's what we're doing.
My best friends. My homegirls.
It really, I feel like we need to change, the sign from fake friends that you like the fake friends more, because that's what it's really showcasing in the Instagram photo.
Absolutely.
And so I think that really gets us into what our main topic of the day is. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Roommate from freaking
HE double hockey stick.
Yeah. A lot of people.
I mean, it could have been worse, but it's one of the bad stories of freshman year of college, I would say.
Yeah. Getting us started into our college advice series.
Yeah.
Our little series that we'll be having to get y'all ready. But, yeah. Because believe it or not, everybody thinks that we're roommates. That don't know that we're that don't know that I have an.
I'm by myself.
And she literally lives with me basically though. So we're basically roommates, but we're not. Mm-hmm. She has a dorm. But yeah, so everybody that thought that me and Riley were roommates, we aren't roommates. She didn't want to room with me, so. She went to room with somebody else that
ended up really
from the
bad.
4th grade.
Yep. First? Yeah.
And now she's gone.
My life is so much better.
Yeah. So where should we start this? Guys, really buckle up.
Sorry if I'm smacking on my gum. I don't need to.
So let's buckle up. Get into the story.
Yep.
Where do we even start this?
Okay, I'm gonna set the scene.
Set the scene.
I'm gonna give a little backstory first, okay? We have names, so don't worry. We're not name dropping because we are gonna keep it professional.
Yes, we don't name drop on.
This is not. Also, this is not a type of fan behavior thing. This is a true story, and this is something, like Piper said, that is going to be a start of our college advice series, because we are going to have a few things talking about college advice coming soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one. Stop smacking on that thing.
Oh, it's really bad. Sorry. I just thought this was here. Stop it. ASMR, guys. Comment down below if we should have an ASMR channel.
Nope, I'm not doing that. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna set the scene. But yeah, this is college advice. This is no hate spread.
No hate to anybody involved.
But this is just a horrible situation that happened.
Yeah.
And that made me realize things about these people.
And
that I should have already known, and my mom told me already, but it's fine. I like to see the good in people, moral of the story.
Yeah.
Too good.
And when you say, like, don't room with, like,
people you know,
like, or your best friend, you will get sick of each other. I mean, like, I'm glad that we didn't do that, but it is a true...
It's a blessing in disguise that we didn't room together.
No, it is. It actually is.
100%. Ooh, somebody got a cough.
Okay, mind your business.
So, setting the scene, sorry.
Okay, sorry. You said set the scene.
I have known this girl. We went to the same elementary school, we went to the same middle school, and then we separated in high school for other reasons. My fault, but I was bad in middle school. But that's besides the point.
Another story for another day.
That's another story for another. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's note that.
Might need to write that down.
So... Yeah, we knew each other in elementary school, but we were never friends in elementary school until the 5th grade. Like, good friends in the 5th grade. And then from 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, freshman year, beginning of sophomore year, is how long we were actual friends for. And then we stopped being friends, beginning of sophomore year, I'm pretty sure, like, halfway through. Halfway through sophomore year, and then we started being friends again the end of, junior year. I don't think it was the end of junior year. It may have been like middle-ish of junior year. Yeah. Because of Piper. Piper let us become friends again. Yeah, because
I cheered with her all-star cheer.
Yes. Yeah. So me and her had little arguments before, but we were young and stupid and whatnot. I don't even remember what they were about. But our friendship was great. She was considered a sister to me. She was one of the only people that I was allowed to have over at my house. And we stopped being friends because of her boyfriend at the time. Ex-boyfriend, boyfriend, on and off, whatnot. I had dated this boy freshman year who happened to be best friends with this other boy who is the boyfriend, and we are going to name him Sirloin.
Sirloin steak.
The girl's name that I'm talking about is Trish, okay?
Y'all know Trish from Austin and Alley. She had like 15 jobs, like she was always having a new job. And so the girl that we're talking about, mind you, she's worked literally every single place in our hometown. She's literally worked everywhere. Like, I worked with her for literally a week, and one day she just stopped showing up. Like, she never puts in her 2 weeks. She just like leaves.
Yep.
But she's literally worked every single place that you could under the age of 18, like in
our hometown. Yep.
Like, it's bad.
It's bad. Yeah.
Anyways,
unprofessional. But anyway. So yeah. So what did I say? So
talking about
was my best friend at the time, and then I started dating this boy who was best friend was Sirloin.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I can bleep that out. I can bleep it out.
Oh man.
If you slip up, I'll bleep it out.
Okay, so Sirloin started dating Trish, okay? Me and the guy broke up. His name... And... I don't care.
Okay.
You can bleep it out. You can bleep it out.
Are you going to give him another name? Do you want to give him a name?
Shoot.
Should we do creatine?
Yeah. Creatine! Okay, me and Creatine broke up.
I'm gonna like edit like little pictures of Creatine and then of Trish and then of Marcelo. That's funny. Okay, stop. Okay, I'm sorry.
So, okay, me and, what was his name again? Creatine broke up.
He goes to the gym.
But Sirloin and Trish were still together. And he was not a good boyfriend to her, at the time. He would cheat on her. Me and her stopped being friends. He would me and Trish would get into an argument, and then he would start like yelling at me, and we were all best friends, so it was like really, it just got to a point where don't date in the friend group, because that's like how bad it got. I just couldn't be friends with him anymore either, because he would just be passive aggressive as hell, and it was just
I feel like he is just like that as a person.
Very crazy.
He's a little
cray.
That's what he's known for.
Yep. So, me and Trish had stopped being friends, and still tried to reach out and be a good friend because I figured out that Sirloin was cheating on her. And I would tell her, and I would tell her, and my sister would tell her, and she would get mad at me. Why are you mad at me?
Like, girl,
she didn't believe me until they broke up eventually, and for him cheating on her. Or they didn't, that's not why they broke up, but whatever. But she eventually did figure that out, and thought I was lying, and so we eventually resolved that after they had broken up. So me and her started being friends when they were not together anymore.
And she was with this other guy.
She was with this other guy that she dated in middle school, but then she started dating him again junior year.
Yeah, basically.
Or senior year.
No, junior.
I don't know. I don't know timelines. So,
I don't know. She was kind of like, I didn't really know a lot of the time when she was dating Baseball Man.
Yep.
Because she would be talking to Sirloin. Also.
Yes. So she would cheat on Baseball Boy with Sirloin. She would do all this stuff.
Allegedly. If she wants to say that she likes to say that she didn't. Her telling me this at cheer practice, I was like, what? I thought you and Baseball Boy were together. She's like, yeah. Because, like, Sirloin would, like, pull up to where her and Baseball Boy were at. Like, he was, like, insane. He was constantly trying to... Like, Or he would text her. Sirloin kept trying to talk to Trish. Like, and so Trish was, like, giving in and, like, talking to him back. So I feel like that can be considered cheating. Because we know that that's, like, some may not consider that cheating, but I consider that cheating.
Yes, I do.
Because
entertaining it.
Because I know what they're talking, like what they're talking.
We knew what they were talking about at the time. It wasn't very family friendly.
Yeah, it wasn't really family friendly. They're not really family friendly, like people. Maybe getting down.
Yep.
Freaked out. Let me chill. Getting down.
Oh my god. Okay,
She's
so
crying.
When we started becoming friends again, so yeah, moral of the story, me and her stopped being friends because of him. Because of him.
Sophomore?
Yes.
Okay.
And then once we became friends again, we worked everything out. Piper got us back together again, and college started coming into the topic. Obviously, we were of the age. So she wanted to go to WKU or UK. She hadn't made up her mind yet. And she eventually decided she was going to UK. And I was like, I have nobody to room with. Can we room together? And I spit it out.
Chill.
Okay. Anyway. So yeah, we decided we were going to room together. Yeah. And it was I don't know, it was just, I was happy about it. My mom was like, oh, okay.
I personally thought that it would have worked out.
You thought it would have?
Like, I thought the things...
I did too.
Never expected what happened to have happened.
No, not at all. Like, yeah, seriously. So, whatever, we're so excited to room together. We have all of this, whatnot, and the other figured out. So once we started having to buy things, her parents would not help her pay for her supplies for her dorm. So my mom, being the kind woman she is, she paid for all of our kitchen stuff and all of that stuff so that she would only have to get the bathroom stuff because it's cheaper.
And mind you, we don't have stereotypical dorms. We have this is a full room, and then we have an actual kitchen sink, bathroom sink, and a whole bathroom to herself. So this isn't she just had to buy a thing. She had to buy actual
hundreds of dollars worth of things.
A lot actual kitchen supplies and bathroom stuff. All you have to buy is a bath mat and a shower curtain.
Bath mat, shower curtain, trash can.
Yeah. And then so just setting the scene for people that don't know how UK dorms are. That's it's more than a normal dorm where you're just buying a Instapot for the kitchen or whatever.
Yep. So anyway, we moved in and everything was great. I worked everything out with her boyfriend as well. Forgot to mention, I worked everything out with her boyfriend, and so everything was cool. All of us were cool again. I wasn't super cool with him, but I was civil because I knew that he would be coming over there, so I had to suck it up.
But the thing is, at the time, things were like we would all like hang out together.
Yeah.
Like, when he was there. Like, it wouldn't be like we didn't like not like him yet.
Yeah, not yet. So everything was going great. August, September, and October, or halfway through first half of October, great. Like I wouldn't have expected for this stuff to happen. You know what I mean? And it wasn't her. It was majority her boyfriend's doing, but then she fed into her letting that slide. So Sirloin, backstory on him, he's a crazy.
He's insane. At our high school, he was like known for fighting, just being.
He beat up
literally a band kid
who was like. Who wasn't even, like, trying to be an asshole to him.
I mean, he actually probably was. Because Jaren, the guy, we love you, Jaren, honestly. You smelled terrible, but you were a good guy. No, I said that he was a good guy. Like,
oh, yeah, no.
No, but, nice. Like, and he was like, your ego's bigger than your beep. So, Sirloin. So Sirloin, he was like, say it again. He is hitting this kid every single time.
And the kid's just eating the punches.
He's eating the punches. He said, say it again. He said, your ego is bigger than your... Say it again. Literally, he says it like 5 times.
And this guy isn't even fighting back. Like, this is just bully behavior.
Literally, he's just bully behavior. You're just a bully. And like, so many like people at our school were like genuinely scared of this guy. Like, people would be like, oh, I don't want to get like him mad. Because he... would get crazy, like literally insane.
Fought people all the time, like would like scream at people, I'm gonna effing kill you.
Like, I'm going to kill you. Like, while he's fighting people, literally like basically fought one of our teachers. Like physical altercation. Like, he was off the rails. He graduated early because he could physically not be at our high school. And he tried to like flex that.
I graduated early.
No, because like, he called me stupid, and I was like, you literally went to Valley. What are you talking about? You graduated early. He was like, yeah, I graduated. No, he was trying to flex it. He graduated early on me. I was like, what? You couldn't attend our school without getting into a fight. You would come back from being
and fight the same guy over and over
again. I'm like, take this to the streets. What are y'all doing? Why are y'all doing this in the cafeteria every single time y'all come back? They get sent to alternative school after fighting. They come back from alternative school and fight again, and then just get sent back. And I'm telling you, that happened genuinely 3 times in a row. Every single time they would come back, they would just fight again, and I'm like, oh my god, guys, can y'all not like see each other after school?
Seriously, I think they did a few times, but
I feel like I did see that. But I'm like, okay, what are y'all possibly beefing over now?
Yeah, seriously, it's not that deep.
Like, just stop. Like, just stop. Put your hands down.
Yeah, but anyway, Psycho.
Sorry.
Psycho
cuckoo nut.
So, keep saying so.
We're not even got to the part yet. Nope. We're like 30 minutes in.
Nope. Shoot.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going.
Okay. So, everything was going great, amazing, smooth. We were all best friends until things started to get a little bit weird. So Piper's going to start this part off with how it originated, how this weirdness originated.
Yeah. So, like, if you know me, I'm like, if somebody starts arguing with me, I'm going to argue back. I'm going to get the last word without a doubt. I'm sorry. And so Sirloin, he was kind of the same way, but he was very... like, there was always something wrong with something I did. Like, the way that I ate my food, the way I walked, the way I talked. Like, he would always seem to have an issue with something. And then Trish would constantly instigate it and be like, oh, Piper, you're not going to say anything back. Oh, Piper, you're not going to do this. Like, there would constantly be an issue. And so, is this like, should I bring up the TikTok part? And so... my boyfriend at the time and Sirloin, they had been good friends like since they were younger, and he had drove my boyfriend like up to Lexington and had driven him back because they had both visited us at the same time. And so after he came back, my boyfriend tells me that he was sent a TikTok saying, "Never letting my homeboy's girl lean on my car again." And it was like a video of a smashed car, and I was like,
fat shaming.
What?
Fat?
Okay, don't say fat shaming, because that's like insinuating that I'm fat.
But he
called me fat.
I'm not.
Well, I mean, fat shaming makes it sound like I'm
obese. Like he was, I guess. But he was like,
he was calling me.
He was calling
and he said that to my boyfriend. And he said that to my boyfriend. So obviously, I was like, what the hell? And I was on the phone with. Was this all in the same phone call when I got in the argument with him? I fear it was.
I think it is.
Oh my goodness. And so. Yeah, that's why he called on the phone. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry, guys. New memory unlocked. And so I was on FaceTime with Trish and Rilee because my dorm is on the other side of campus of there, so I would literally have to walk 20 minutes to their dorm, and it was hot as heck. So thank God I don't have to do that no more. Yes. And so we were all on FaceTime, and I was like, and I told Trish, I was like, hey, like, my ex-boyfriend at the time, my boyfriend at the time, he just sent me this. He told me that Sirloin sent him a TikTok, like, and was talking about the TikTok, and then she calls him up, like she's on like phone on her laptop, on her like her iPad, and calls him on his phone, and it's like she's over here talking about what was like she gets him on the phone and asks
she's like, did you call Piper fat?
Like, did you like trying to make it seem like I wanted her to call him? I didn't ask her to call him. I didn't feel the need to like say something to him. Honestly, I didn't really care that much. It was just weird. I was just like, why did he do that? And so he's over here like, nah, I didn't call her back. I don't even know. I don't even remember what he said. And so like he's on the phone, and somehow it comes up the topic of like, this is like maybe like 10 minutes after that. He was like saying I didn't mean to say it like that or whatever he said.
He like apologized,
I guess. Yeah. And it somehow comes up that like Rilee's car or something like that.
Something about
your car is back.
Your oil, like, when's the last time y'all got your oils changed? Like, he was throwing shade.
Like he was trying to talk about our cars. Yeah. And I was like, you started saying something.
I said, I paid for my car. Me and my mom paid for my car. It was thousands of dollars that me and my mother paid for my car. Don't talk about my car acting like you bought yours.
Yeah, and I was like...
You got your car from a junkyard, for God's sake.
Yeah, literally someone put, we buy junk cars on this guy's car. Like, that's insane.
And he, like, fixes the cars up or whatever.
Yeah,
but he was talking crap about our cars.
Yeah, and
acting like he wasn't complimenting your car a few weeks before.
Yeah, a few weeks ago he was like, oh, this still got that new car smell, basically. He went the opposite side, because he was making fun of me for quote-unquote being rich, having a new car, all this, all that, and was kind of like in a rude way that he was saying this. It wasn't a compliment. He was just trying to... He always just did stuff to try and get under my skin. And I was like, when we were arguing on the phone, I was like, why? I know you're not talking about Rilee's car. And he started talking about my car, and I'm like... Your car sounds like it's literally about to blow up whenever you turn it on.
You can't even drive it here.
Literally, you have to borrow somebody else's car to drive an hour and 30 minutes to Lexington and back.
Because the car is that shitty.
So don't talk about mine. I'm never the type of person to diss somebody for what they have or don't have, but you're not going to talk about what I have and say that it's crap. No, okay.
Piper's not flexing her car.
No.
Piper's not flexing her money.
I've never been that type of person.
No.
He is the only person that will say that I flex what I have. No one else thinks that, because
she doesn't.
I don't. Like, no one's ever told me that in my life. Like, when he said that, and he literally, like, he told my ex-boyfriend that after we had broken up, like, he had talked crap about me, and even he said that. My ex-boyfriend, who literally, like, was mad as F at me at the time, he was like, no, she's actually not like that. Like, you're just coming up with stuff. Anyways, continue.
Oh, yeah. So basically, that was that. Then he started, on that same phone call, though.
Yes.
He started
He started
going at Piper's throat. Like,
everything.
She muted. She was on FaceTime with us on her iPad and on FaceTime with him on her phone. So she muted the iPad so we couldn't hear. But I could hear from the other room. He was talking mess about Piper. Like, he was body shaming her. He was like shaming the hell out of her.
It was just the weirdest mean. Because all I said
shut
was,
the F up.
And I was like, I had said this when he had started getting sippy. I was like, Trish, you need to get your dog on a leash. And then that's when he started going off because they called him a dog. I'm like, okay, if the shoe fits, wear it. I mean, like, why are you so angry? And so he's going at me saying all this, all that. And it's just like, okay, but like when you were trying to talk to me, you weren't saying that before you guys started dating. Okay. But we're not going to get into that.
So, after that phone call, I was like, this is like, I don't like this because I have been closer with Piper in the last few years than I have with Trish. So it was like, I don't know if I should let this slide, TBH. So
Trish had been like acting
weird. Really weird to Piper, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like we were still friends for like a couple weeks after.
Yep.
But it was just like kind of weird. Like, she would just, but like either way, Trish, she was always kind of passive aggressive a lot of the times. Like, if they would hang out with like Morgan and Jaden, like and I wasn't there, then she would be like, oh, guess where we went, and like would try and like rub it in my face necessarily. Like, it was just like I'm not the type of person to get mad. Like, if my friend wants to hang out with somebody else, like, I don't care. I'm over here minding my business. But like, you'd be like, oh, you'll never guess what we did. Oh my god, yeah, we did that. Like, trying to purposely rub it in my face. It was just weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then this is where the big part comes into play. So, sorry, this is a longer episode, but it is needed, and I feel like this is a lot more entertaining.
I feel like y'all are going to enjoy like a story time, I fear.
Yep. So, sorry, this is going to be a longer pod, but stay listening.
Yeah.
So,
it gets good.
So, then, it was a little rocky, and like the rockiness between her and Piper kind of made me feel awkward, like in a very bad position, because I wanted to be good friends with both of them, and I wanted to be a good trio, you know what I mean? But it was just starting to feel a little off. So a few weeks pass, and everything's fine by then for the most part. Like, Trish was asking Piper to hang out, so it was like we thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And this gums. So, one day, mentioned Sirloin was over almost every single weekend. I won't say it was an issue because I allowed it. However, it got to a point where it was just like, wow. If my boyfriend at the time would have lived closer, I would have like alternated going to see him, coming to see me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it was fine because I allowed it. But it did get a little. Bathroom would get a little dirty. Eat my snacks, but I didn't really care. I don't care about that stuff. Eat my snacks. I don't care. So he was coming. It was a Thursday or Friday. He was coming up, and Trish was like, "Okay, he's almost here." I was laying in her bed and we were watching a movie or something like that. And so she went downstairs to get Sirloin. And they come upstairs and they are just like fuming at each other. Like, they got into an argument right when they walked in. And this was when he was in his, because she would dish this out to me, he was in a phase where he would call her and be like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like, he would literally say that to her. I don't want to talk to you. And so he was in that kind of phase. Like, why come and see me if you don't want to talk to me? And that's what they were arguing about. So he starts slamming doors. What? And I'm just laying there, and he's just mad, and she tells me, like, he's mad, we're arguing, and I was like, oh, crap. And I'm still laying in her bed because we were close. Like, I was just, like, all three of us, like, hanging out.
Yeah.
He comes in there fuming still, and I'm just like, what is your problem? But I didn't say that. I was thinking that. But I was like, oh, this is a little weird. Like, they're arguing, and I'm, like, right here.
And he's also crazy. So.
Yes. Yes.
That's like what
my mom said he's the type to go and shoot somebody with a gun, kind of crazy.
Yeah. So, he would.
Yep.
100%.
So he starts telling me I have to keep this PG, but he wanted me to go get something for him. Okay? He wanted me to go get something for him, and I told him how much he would need to give me. Okay? And he was throwing a fit about how much it was going to be, and I was like, well,
I'm not gonna pay for it.
I'm not. Yeah. So I was trying to give him alternatives, and he was like, no. He was getting mad. He was getting fired up, and he starts cussing at me. So I cuss at him back. Valid or no?
Like,
valid or no?
Yes. Valid.
So I was like, I grabbed my stuff. I looked at Trish and I said, I'm done with his BS. So I leave and I go in my dorm, and me and Piper, and I go to Piper's dorm because I'm like, I can't do this. So I tell her about it after I get with her, and she's like, what? Like, that's so weird. But at this point, Trish was crying because she felt so bad about the way he treated me. So she was very apologetic. So it wasn't like she let it slide, because she didn't at the time, because she was clapping back at him as well. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take this out on her because she didn't let this slide. And apparently, so she felt bad. So I came.
She was crying.
She was crying. So the next day, I stayed the night here. The next day, we had an apartment tour for our rooming situation next year. Yes. And she texted me, I think it was at like 3 o'clock. She texted me at 1 o'clock, was like, are you still coming or no? And I was like, whoa, that's a little passive. But, yeah, I mean, she was like, if not, I'm going to bring sirloin. And I was like, whoa. Like that's not his apartment. It's me and your apartment. So I was like, that's a little weird. So we drove to the apartment. It was the same apartment complex that our friends Morgan and Jada live in. Mm-hmm. And we tour all of the apartments and so we go back to the dorm, and he's still there. And I told her beforehand, I forgot to mention this, I said, I don't want him speaking to me. I don't want him near me. I like point blank period. I don't want his negative energy to be projecting onto me. No more. Mm-hmm. I'm done with that, because I've already experienced that in the past with him for years. So then,
what did I call you? Sorry.
Apartment tour goes okay. Whatever. We get back to the dorm. And I planned on going to Piper's again, because I was like, I'm going to be at Piper's until he leaves, really. So I get ready at my dorm, pack my bag, and I leave and go to Piper's. Everything was fine. He was in the door with it closed, or in the room with the door closed. So go to Piper's, have a good time with Piper, and then I go back to my dorm. I don't know why I didn't stay here, but I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't have known.
I don't remember why you didn't.
I don't know. So I get back to my dorm, and it's around 1 to 2 a.m. Okay. I went into my room and just closed the door, whatnot, got ready for bed, playing on my phone, and I'm like, man, I have to pee. Right as I'm getting up to go to the bathroom, which they didn't know this, but it was a little bit like my first trigger. And as I'm getting up and about to open my door to go to the bathroom, I hear them turn on the shower and run. Like, they're running back and forth. They get into the shower together at 2 o'clock in the morning. For like 30 minutes, they shower together. I'm like, I'm going to have to hold my pee for 30 minutes. So I eventually go pee. All right, they're done. And I go in the bathroom, I sit down. To my left, I'm going to insert pictures. I might insert these pictures on this video because of what I saw when I looked to my left and my straight. To my left, I see 3 stacks of toilet paper sitting on top of our trash can. I was thinking to myself, what the heck? What the heck? I didn't do that, and I know Trish did not do that.
Yeah.
That's not something Trish would do because Trish loved the clean.
Yeah. Yeah, she was cleaner.
So,
and May had a toilet paper, like,
yes.
dang.
So that made me mad, but I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna fix it. Mention the toilet paper shelf is right next to the toilet. Why did you put 3 on top of the trash can? Weird. Then I fixed that, whatever. I'm like, what? Like, it just irked my nerves a little bit. And I look in front of me. And what I see in front of me, I was done. I look in front of me and I see my body wash and my shower stuff on the ground of the shower. We had a cubby. We had a little thing that hung over the shelf, to hold our stuff. None of my stuff should have been on the ground. It wasn't on the side of the shower. It was on that shelf. It was on the ground. They messed with my stuff while they were showering together. What the hell?
Like, y'all weird.
So I flush that toilet and I slam that bathroom door hard as I can. Go into my room, slam my door as loud as I can. Lock it too. Rilee, what's wrong? Why are you slamming doors? What's wrong? And I told her what was wrong. I said, I feel like our friendship is drifting apart. I told her my complaints about what happened in the bathroom because that was ridiculous. Especially, I knew it wasn't her, and she was like, no, it was me. I did it.
You did not do that.
You didn't do that. I know you didn't do that. So I was like, I feel like our friendship is falling apart because of this. Like, and she was like, no, it's not. Like, it hasn't. And she was like, Rilee, like, Terrence, like, is sorry. Like, he doesn't care about what happened yesterday. Like, can I please bring him in here and, like, I'll talk about this. I said, no, that's not a good idea. I'm not in the right state of mind. I said that multiple times, and she still continued, no, I'm just gonna go grab him from the room. After I said no multiple times.
Like, girl.
I wish I got this all on recording. That is my biggest regret.
Like, girl.
So he comes in there and I just sit on my bed. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just accepting the defeat right now. I sit on my bed and he comes into my room. She closes the door, locks the door. All 3 of us are in. Locks the door and stands in front of the door. So he is trapped in my room right now.
This
crazy psycho lunatic is stuck in my room. Because she won't let him out, but she doesn't need to let him out yet. I'll get to that. So he's talking, he's like, Rilee, we're good. I said, no, we're not. I'm not letting this go. You spoke to me disrespectfully. You called me the B word. I don't accept that. I don't accept that because that's not an apology. So I was like, no, I deserve an apology. He was like, well, you were doing it at me too. And he starts, I told her I was not in the right state of mind to do this right now. So she cannot be upset with what I said to him in that moment because I told her. It was 3.
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, at that time, at that point. So I cussed at him because he was irking my nerves, and he was cussing at me back, and he was getting antsy. He was starting to do that crazy antsy crap that he does.
Start twitching,
and he was like, Trish was like, Sirloin, apologize, and I said, no. He's gonna apologize if he wants to, but if he doesn't want to apologize, you don't have to apologize because you're not really sorry. Don't apologize to me if you're forced. You're not really sorry.
No.
So, it just started getting downhill as I expected because I told her it was not going to be a good time to have a conversation.
No.
So, he's doing that crazy. I'm still going and going. He's like, Trish, get me out. Like he's in a movie. He's like, Yeah.
Get me out now. I'm gonna crash
She
out.
starts standing
Like,
in front
stop.
of the. She starts standing in front of the door, and he's trying to get out, and she won't let him out. This crazy man is trapped in my room. She trapped him in my room.
That's crazy, man.
He said, "I'm gonna crash out. Get me out of here. I'm gonna crash out. Get me out of here. Like, let me out. Let me out." And Trisha's like, "Okay, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this." And he's like, "Okay, we can talk about it. Okay, we can talk about it." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So they leave, and I lock the door right behind them. Nope. They start screaming at each other, like screaming. It's 3:00 in the morning, Mention. I can prove it was 3:00 to y'all. It was loud. Slam door, slam door, slam door, slam door. 3:00 in the morning. I'm sobbing my eyes out. I'm sobbing. I call Morgan, I call Jaden, I call Piper, I call Lucy, I call everybody. Because I was like, I need to go. I was like, I need to go right now. I called everybody, but everybody was sleeping. So I didn't expect anybody to answer. I wasn't mad at anybody for not answering, but I was just in fight or flight.
Oh, yeah. Like, it literally was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Like, it was like 3:20 something when I got the call.
And everyone texted me like, "You called, like, what's wrong, whatnot." I just needed to get out of there. So I eventually, and I mean, slam door. I think he stormed out of there, and I think she made him come back. But it's 3 a.m. People are trying to sleep. Why are y'all screaming and slamming doors? Which made no sense to me. But yeah, so I am just sobbing my eyes out. I'm just in distress. So they eventually get quiet, and I go to bed eventually. And I didn't wake up the next morning until 4 o'clock.
I remember that. I
didn't wake up until 4 o'clock p.m. the next day. That's how much emotional distress I was in.
Like, she was exhausted.
So I wake up, and the reason I woke up, though, I would have been asleep longer. The reason I woke up was because Morgan was spamming my phone with calls. And I was like, what's up? And she calls me, she's like, "Rilee, pack a bag, like, you're staying with us tonight, whatnot, I'll tell you what happened later." I'm like, what? What's happening? And so they pick me up, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, I knew what happened last night, obviously, but I was still just like, okay. So, comes to find out, Morgan texted Trish and was like, "Hey, is Rilee okay? I haven't heard from her."
Because she
called me because she called me at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, "Is she okay?" Trish sent this emoji. For audio listeners, it's the shrugging shoulders emoji.
She shoulder shrugged
Morgan. Morgan was like, "Well, can you please check on her? I want to make sure she was okay, because I usually never sleep that late."
Yeah, and Morgan had, like, called me, and, like, her mom, I think, had called, and your mom, I think, had called Morgan or text Morgan as well, because you had never, like, slept in until 4 o'clock. We were like, what the heck?
I'm like, hello, what's going on? Yeah. So, so come to figure that out, and they had a whole conversation. I wish I had those text messages with me, but I should have done that. But moral of the story, Trish was being kind of rude to Morgan, and Morgan was like, after all the things
she said, she was like, "Why? Is she crying or something?"
Oh, yeah. Trish was like, "Why? Is she crying or something?" Oh, and then she said, me and Rilee, Sirloin and Rilee got into it last night, and they both crossed the line.
She said, Sirloin and Rilee crossed the line last night. What?
Who are you laid up with right now, though? Who are you kissing all up on, though, right now?
Yeah, because
if we both cross the line, why are you treating me like I'm different than him? If we both cross the line.
Like he was cutting up the same night.
Yeah,
how did he cross
saying, the line? Is she crying or something? Like, yeah, so Morgan was like, after all the things that she's done for you, this is how you're gonna, like, I just want to make sure she's okay. And, yeah, so Morgan just left it at that. After that, I was at their house until about 9 o'clock, and then I sent her a text, and I was just simply asking, I said, "Hey, I'm not comfortable coming around the dorm unless he is gone, so can you let me know when he is gone, and then I will come back." And I'm actually going to read this off word for word, matter of fact.
We're at 50 minutes. If you're still here listening, we love you. Let's just keep going. Like, no matter how long it is.
Okay. So, I said right now I'm not
comfortable coming around the dorm. I really don't want to talk about the situation. I see where you stand with it. I don't want this to continue to ruin our relationship more than it already has, and I also don't want this to consume my head. And talking about it is only going to do just that, and we won't ever be able to agree on the situation. I'm only texting you now because I would like to know how long Sirloin will be staying at the dorm.
She then replies,
You don't see where I'm coming from in this situation at all. You know, wanting to have a conversation with me is actually ridiculous and very effing childish, if I might say. He's leaving at 10, so you don't have to worry about feeling so uncomfortable.
sarcasm was detected.
I really don't want to argue about this. I'm just not ready to talk about it right now. I said I see where you stand with it, and I understand you're in a relationship with Sirloin, but the same stuff continues to happen after time. I feel as if I was very respectful in my message, and for you to respond in an offensive and argumentative way shows that you aren't ready to talk about it calmly, and that's why I'm not ready. And that's why I want to wait for a conversation.
I thought I was being mature because I knew if I would have had talked about it with her that day, I would have been cussing and it would have just been bad.
Angry.
And she is just responding back with nothing but cuss words.
Yes, literally.
And sarcasm. Yeah.
Like, chill.
So she said,
You know what, cool, but don't expect me to speak to you and act like everything is fine when it's not. I am calm about the situation, but frankly, you telling me I'm being defensive is BS, and you know that.
Like, you keep cussing.
I didn't say one cuss word.
I said, I don't want for you to act like everything is cool, definitely when nothing about our friendship is cool right now. I don't feel like our friendship means much to you, and I have expressed to you how I feel, and you turn it into a sarcastic message about me. I don't like it, or I don't feel like you're ready to discuss this if you can't even get through a message without cussing at me. It's like I've said, I'm not ready to discuss this situation, and it definitely isn't something that needs to happen over text, so I'm done discussing this. She said, if that's how you're taking my messages as sarcastic, so be that because I'm done.
Anyway.
Like, her and her little period.
So, keep in mind when she said, but don't expect me to speak to you and act like everything is fine when it is not. Keep that in mind. A few weeks later, November 5th, happy birthday, Rye, with the heart.
Hello. Mind
I haven't talked to you in like a week.
Didn't
2
speak
weeks.
to her.
Said happy birthday to my sister at 11 o'clock at night.
Hello.
What? So that stuff happened and it was just a nightmare. I was just really weirded out by the situation. I lived with Morgan and Jaden for about a month because of the anxiety that I faced from this because I never knew when he was going to be there. It wasn't that I was scared of seeing her. I was scared of being in the same dorm as him. And I will admit that. It is a scary situation and because of what he is capable of. I will never trust a man.
Literally, and like looking at him and like looking in his eyes, like he has low like eyes. Like it's like he's genuinely like a creepy individual. Too many thoughts behind those eyes and too many crazy thoughts going up here and it projects through the eyes. Literally, like he has crazy eyes. He's just like looking like at you, death stare like at all times. Literally thinks he's like people have thinks he's high, like thinks he's such a god. I love God. Ooh, now that's what he projects. Yeah, but and then he says he's not miserable, but his TikTok reposts say different. Literally, you are miserable, bud. But like that's sad. So this is why it just bothers. And I understand if you guys feel like I shouldn't have taken it out on her, but after it got to that point of her being like that towards me because of him, I knew to draw the line because this has happened before. This is not like this is a first time thing that happens. So, anyways, I lived with Morgan and Jaden for about a month. They helped me. I would be at my dorm every day for the most part, but not like staying the night because of my anxiety. It was just up the roof. And so I see her a few times in the dorm, but we don't say anything to each other. We just go on with our business. I'm there at the dorm every day, okay? I'm not just like at Morgan and Jaden's 25/8. Like I'm literally there at nighttime. Mm-hmm. So she was never there. No. This is kind of off topic, but she was never there. The amount of classes that she missed, I can watch a video online. Go to class. Yeah, when we were friends, like she wouldn't go to class. And mind you, nursing major. Mm-hmm. Yep. And so, I'm sick. So she was always sick, but the doctors would just tell her she's dehydrated. But anyway. So chronically ill with dehydration. Like girl, just drink water. Me and Piper had her location still for the first few weeks of it. She didn't go to class almost ever. No, we would look and be like, dang, she ain't doing nothing. Because we noticed there was no movement. We were like, girl, what is going on? She ain't doing nothing. Nothing. I will never be jealous.
I would never want to switch places with them.
No, and a lot of people, like, I'll be a hater and stuff like that. Okay, but I never want to switch place with any person that I'm talking crap about. Sorry.
It's true. So,
and it's because they have done some.
Yeah.
Like, this is not unprovoked. Like, she's crazy.
Absolutely. And so that comes to that. Me and Piper then, we got randomly, we were still at it on everything.
Yeah.
So we still saw, like, her social media posts and whatnot. We then noticed that we were blocked on, like, everything.
On everything.
Every platform possible.
And I think, was this break?
Yeah, winter break.
Because Rilee had left because she had no in-person finals, right?
Yeah, I had no in-person finals, so I left, like, a week earlier than everybody else.
And so, she wasn't in her dorm, so at that time, Trish's things were, like, all there, yeah. So nobody, like, we kind of suspected, we were like, yeah, she probably might transfer or something like that.
We had a feeling.
But, like, I noticed that I think I caught it the day that she blocked us.
We just had intuition.
Like, the day that she blocked us, I think I got it because, you know how, like, on Snapchat they have, like, your little school? We go to UK, it said U of L 2028 on there. And it was, like, the day that she must have blocked me, or, like, a day between, because now it does not say that. Like, it won't even pop up at all.
She didn't want us in her business, basically.
Basically, she transferred without telling anyone and just moved out of the dorm without even telling the RA. Like, she literally just switched schools.
I came back from winter break, and my RA was like, no, she didn't sign out properly. That's why I put her name on the door again, and da-da-da-da-da. It was telling me about how she did not sign out properly. And she did not do a proper move-out process.
And so that's why she didn't get another roommate when she came back.
Yep, that's why I didn't get another roommate, seriously.
Yeah, and then she just left
Irish goodbye.
She literally Irish goodbye. She literally didn't say anything.
Which, I mean, I wouldn't expect her to say anything to us because whatnot, but, like, she did not make it.
Nothing.
She didn't make it that known for.
No.
But, yeah, so she Irish goodbyed. And cool, amazing, great, thank you, cheese.
Thank God, because things are getting a little awkward.
Thank you.
Yes, God.
Best day of my life. So when I figured that out, so I get back to the dorm. We returned from winter break early January.
This is where it gets nasty.
We're almost done, guys. Bear with me.
Like, I hope y'all are still here.
Bear with me. So get back from winter break, and I'm unpacking my things, and I get there. I scan my phone on the door to open my dorm door. That place is left absolutely disgusting. I start bawling my eyes out in anger. I call my mom. Pure rage, seriously. Call my mom, I call Morgan and Jada, and I'm just crying. I'm like, oh my God, this is disgusting. So, let me give you guys the rundown on what she did. 1, she did not take out 2 bags of trash. Mention, I left before her. I cleaned up my mess. I cleaned my dishes, and I did all of that before I left because I did not want any more issues. I did my part before I left, but I knew she still probably had to be there for another week. Come back, 2 bags of trash. It looked like 1 bag of trash, and then when I tried to lift it up, it was another bag of trash with hair and gross crap underneath. It was disgusting.
It literally made wants me to throw up.
Yep. I go and I look around, dirty dishes in the sink. She took some of my snacks. She left rotten oranges.
Grilled cheese from Starbucks?
Yep. Rotten oranges in the cabinet.
Oh, yeah.
And then in the fridge was the rotten grapes, the rotten Starbucks food, her rotten yogurt, her rotten cream cheese. Or maybe the cream cheese was mine, but I don't know.
Anyway, it was
a whole bunch of rotten milk. The rotten milk was the worst.
That was it.
That was not mine.
Because, mind you, we were gone for a month.
Nasty. Just plain nasty. I go in the bathroom. My razors are on the ground. She put my shampoo and conditioner and body wash, she put that on the sides of the shower. My razors were on the ground. 2 of my razor heads, I have those expensive razors where you have to like replace the gel caps every like once it runs out. 2 of them, new ones, were on the ground, stuck to the bottom of the shower. There was an empty toilet paper roll on the ground. She took her stuff that she bought for the bathroom, valid, period.
Like, thank God.
And then I think the last thing was her hair was in my sink. Her hair was in my sink. I have a picture of her hair in my sink. I have a picture, so don't even try to deny it. Her hair was in my sink, and she left, so I brought all the towels for us. She took my towel off of my side of the sink and put it over on her side of the sink, and it had hair stuck all in it. 1. 2, the towels that she left for me on the table, hair and nasty crap all in the towels. And then she had my TV, which I told her about my TV and making sure she leaves it at the dorm after I figured out she transferred. Well, that's why I was mad that she didn't tell me that she transferred, because she had my TV.
Yes.
So, what's on my face?
Keep going. We don't have time for this. It's an hour.
Dang. I knew this was going to be long. I knew this was going to be a long story.
And you were trying to add another topic. Like,
I know.
You wasn't going to do that.
So, yeah. My TV was left on our unsturdy ass table.
Like, the
tables are unsturdy as heck.
Like a TV, I was like, you're lucky if that TV don't come back and it's on the ground. Like, you don't come back and that TV's on the ground.
I was like, she better have left it on the counter, because if I come back and my TV is ruined, 911. Destruction of property. So, I'm glad I didn't have to get to that point, but my TV was left there on the unsturdy table. She took my batteries out of my remote. Mention if you're broke, say that. Batteries? Are you absolutely joking with me?
Like, you're moving out and you're thinking about, let me take a
Broken!
Like, you should be worried about the milk in the fridge. You should be worried about your rotten oranges and your Starbucks food. Why are you worried about batteries?
Seriously. That's
disgusting. Like, she genuinely disgusted me, and it smelled disgusting in there.
Yeah.
Like, you're just nasty. You're just nasty. Like, genuinely, I'm sorry to say it, but if you're watching this, you're nasty. That was disgusting.
Don't ever do that to somebody. Seriously, that showed me what type of person she was, and it showed me that's what it says about her character.
Yes, like, the lack of maturity is insane. Dirtying up
you did your big one.
Like, your big one, I'd rather you punch me in the face than leave the dorm disgusting over a month. What? For over a month? Like, you're disgusting. That's genuinely, like,
there was
dirty
mold in
bitch.
the sink.
That is dirty.
There was mold in the sink.
Behavior.
Yep.
Ew, that just disgusts me. Like, actually disgusts me.
And then she threw a little bit of shade on social media.
Yeah.
But I didn't really care.
She don't have nothing to say, for real. Because there's nothing to really say about either of us that, like, she has nothing on us, because we weren't terrible friends.
No. And now she's all booed up with girls who used to be her ops.
Literally.
I would never stoop that low, personally.
Never. You could not pay me to be friends with a that I don't like.
No. Especially girls who have effed you over that bad.
Yeah. Like, your childhood best friends, and then she gets with your boyfriend right after you guys
3 days.
Up, and then is actively with him for, like, half a year. Like, they was together. They probably still talking to this day. Like, come on. Open your eyes. What's going on? Like, that baffles me. And then the other one whose boyfriend literally called your boyfriend the N-word.
Sorry, y'all. Dorm life is active right now.
Because they get it active outside. That's what it sounds like. They sound like they're thumping. They're like, You need that. We're not, like, y'all ever, yeah, okay, guys, that is how I actually, you need that. Y'all ever seen that video where they're like, yo, you need that? You need that? Yes. No, but real, you need that. Do you? No, okay. Like, we don't need nothing. So, like, that's why no hate to anyone involved. No. I don't really care no more.
No, and that's why I'm comfortable enough to talk about it now, because it's something that I don't really care about anymore.
And I'm not going to get hot over it.
No, like, I was able to talk about this pretty calmly.
Yeah.
So.
Because the other times that we told the story, we're over here like that. Like, we're like, hate you like that. Run the clip back
Okay. Guys, this was a long pod episode.
I
am very sorry, but I think it was very much needed. We'll try to keep it a little shorter.
We're going to try and keep them good.
Depending on the topic of the episode, I feel like it's needed sometimes.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's a story time, so I mean, like, it was a good story, I think.
Very good.
Like, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode.
So, the people who I never got to tell a story to, here you go.
Yeah, like, and just wondered, like, oh, Piper and Rilee aren't roommates? Yeah. Yeah, we're not. Because people still ask us that. Like, someone asks us that literally
every day.
Every time we, like, see people, like, from our hometown or, like, something. Or, like, we meet different people. They always think they're roommates because we are connected at the hip. Yes. Okay. We're freaks.
Sorry. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me stop smacking my gut.
Okay. Yeah. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
Hope you enjoyed
the second episode of the Enemies Podcast, and share this and
subscribe to our channel.
Yes, on YouTube.
Listen to us on Spotify.
And yeah, like this video.
Follow our Instagram. We have a TikTok as well.
Yeah. You guys need to start following our TikTok because we don't have a lot of followers on TikTok, but we post our clips there and on Instagram. So follow us there.
Thank you guys for the support, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.